And hello once again, Internet. I'm Razanax7 and welcome back to Let's Play Super Paper Mario. Bonus episode... I don't know, what am I at? 7? I don't know. But anyway, in the last episode we defeated End Boss to clear the Duel of 100 and got a whole bunch of cards, and it was just fun times for everybody. So, now I said I was going to be taking on the Pit of 100 Trials, and that is true, but really quick, I want to show this first. Visit Merly in Flopside. I talked about this but didn't show it. Anyway, she will give you a charm, which was in the previous 2 games, but I totally forgot to show it sooner. And these are randomly all 0. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's because we did the Piccolo side quest and then you can get a charm for free, or maybe if it's because the first one. I don't know. I'll put it up on screen regardless of what it is. All right, so I'm gonna get the special package. Sparkling sun up in the sky, shine fortune on these guys. Yay! Okay, whatever. And there we go, not nearly as flashy as it was in the other games. When the charm wears out, come back for another bout. So, the charm works considerably different than it did in the first 2 games, because if you recall then, during battle, it would randomly have some different effects like more experience, more attack power, more defense, that sort of thing. But in this game, the way it works is sometimes when you kill an enemy, a roulette will appear, and if you... well, you can win items. That's really all there is to it. And so now, I'm going to head over to the store really quick, and I'm going to stock up on a couple items, as much as I can with only 92 coins. Okay, yada yada yada. I can only get a Super Shroom Shake. Crap. Well, I'm close to a level up now anyway, so that shouldn't be too big of a problem. Okay. Wait, no, I wanted to press that one. Okay, now I will meet you guys back over at the Flipside Pit. Okay, and I'm here. And so, now before I enter, I want to cover something. Now, I was asked to commentate over the entire Pit of 100 Trials at normal speed, and while it'd be nice if I could, I'm not going to do that. For a few reasons. Number one, I would run out of things to say. That is a given, basically. And 2, it would increase the length of these bonus videos. I mean, it would add probably 6 or 7 more videos. Because this is lengthy down here. Very lengthy. So, I'm not going to commentate over it. I will show every floor. I'll be sure to make note of the prizes you get. And also, during while I go through it, there are a few unique enemies in here that you can't find anywhere else in the game, and I'll be sure to go over their bios during the speed up. But for now, let us go. Oh, I got a HP plus not really off screen, but on the way here. I'm not sure why that's suddenly available, but anyway, I also have I'm slightly stocked up on items. I'll eat that for no particular reason, but anyway. Onward! The entrance to the dangerous dungeon called the Pit of 100 Trials. Once you enter, it's not easy to leave. Do you want to go in? Am I recording my commentary? Yes, I am. Wait. Hello? Oh god, I didn't set up Audacity. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, never mind, it's all good. Okay, so anyway, inside. The Pit of 100 Trials we go. Now, as you can see in here, the Pit of 100 Trials works considerably different than it did in Thousand Year Door. The way this works is, well, first of all, it's based on the Game & Watch, which I find hilarious. But most importantly, instead of defeating all the enemies to get through, you just have to find the one with the key and then unlock the door to get through. Simple enough. Some areas you can get through with only killing 1 enemy if you're lucky. Although that's not exactly a good idea because you get an insane amount of experience from this place. And a lot of times it's really easy enemies that you can just take out no problem anyway. Alright, and now that I've covered that quick little introduction, onto the bios. The first of these new enemies is the Squinker, which is a pretty standard squiggly color. More specifically, the Squiglet, the ones that could shoot projectiles. This one has 15 HP, 4 attack, can only be found here in the Flipside Pit of 100 Trials. Its projectiles are pretty fast, but that's its only real redeeming quality. Next is the Head Bonk Goomba, which is a reference to the previous 2 Paper Mario games. These Goombas are not really that dangerous. They have their jumping attack, but only 1 HP and 2 attack. What makes them a bit tough is that they typically appear in huge numbers, around 30. Last is the Amazy Daisy, which I mentioned back in Chapter 8, but didn't actually give a bio or anything because we didn't see it. You can also find it back in Chapter 5, but this is the only place where you're guaranteed to find it. It'll run away pretty quick, but still does some pretty decent damage if it runs into you. While I'm at it, I may as well explain the charm here. The roulette will appear based on how many enemies you kill. The trial version is 10 uses for every 25 enemies, 15 for every 20 for advised, and the special is 25 uses after only 15 enemies. Pretty obvious which one you want to do, and if you bothered to do the Piccolo side quest, then definitely go for that one. Well, the special one, I should have specified that. But it really kind of breaks this area because you can get so many healing items, so even if you forgot to stock up on stuff like I did, you really won't be hurting. So that should just about cover everything to talk about for this. So, here's actually another thing, Flim. He shows up kind of at random on every 10 floors. I mean, whether or not he'll be there is... I honestly don't know what determines that. I don't think there's really anything that determines it other than randomness, actually. But he typically sells some pretty decent items. He always has some kind of healing item with him. At least I think always. But that's a good little tidbit for you if you need it. But that should, for real, do it for everything I need to say about the Pit of 100 Trials for now. So, I'm gonna stop talking now and let you enjoy the rest of the music. Alright guys, here we are. Inside this door is level 100 of the Pit of 100 Trials, and we will be taking on, well, whatever we find inside. Let's take a look, shall we? This sounds familiar. What could it be?
Who's that?
Oh my god, this looks familiar!
The ancients locked me in this wretched place. I am the wrathful god, Wracking. Why did you wake me from the sweet peace of slumber? I will punish you with death. Soon you will understand the wrath of the gods.
Yep. You were expecting something original, weren't you? Nope. Recolor. So yes, this is the Almighty God. Wracking, very menacing lord of the Pit of 100 Trials. Max HP is unknown, attack is 10. He can swoop, and he can fly and swoop down with its big open mouth. I think this is a prototype of an improved Wracking from the old desert. The ancients must have built it, but like Wracking, its antenna is its weak spot. It is indeed an improved version. Specifically, Wracking is exactly 10 times as powerful as Wracking is. Although he plays exactly the same, and now you actually have a little something that makes this fight even easier. I'll demonstrate that momentarily, but for the most part, just treat him exactly like you treated Hooktail. Not Hooktail, Wracking, that guy. And this will feel like exactly the same fight. Mostly because it is. Except he's a different color. Really, that's about all there is. So we're just gonna wait. Once it starts rumbling, flip over him to 3D, of course, land on his back. So other than being a little stronger, this fight is exactly the same. But anyway, now that we're on his back, we have something we did not have the first time around, and that is Luigi. Stand under it, and use the super jump. That's all there is to it. You can throw the Rackles at him. That's the name. That amuses me more than it should. Anyway, just keep smacking him with it. This isn't necessarily easy. This doesn't really do any more damage because you have to hit his antenna 30 times as opposed to a certain amount of damage. But Luigi, I find, is easier to aim. Plus, Super Jump has another nice little bonus about it. And, come on. Hoo-yah! Much easier to land back on him again than with Peach's Parasol. Alright, so, once he loops back around again, just keep on smacking him. Same as always. No big deal. Wow, just barely dodged that Rackles shot. These guys actually will attack you. So, that's an interesting little detail. I'm not sure where those things come from. They just kind of materialize out of its back. Oh well. Who am I to question a thing that thinks it's God? I'm actually going to try using Peach just to see how well this goes. Whee! Whoop! Oh, wow. Well, point proven. Luigi is easier. Switch back to Mario because you have to get on top of his back. You know, even if this is just a reused scene, that little fly around there that he does, I still think that looks cool. I don't know why, it just does. Oh well. Not really much else to say about this boss. I mean, it's a reused fight, he's slightly stronger, but other than that, not really anything to write home about. Although it's kind of funny is if you watch Mario while you're walking on this floor, then the texture makes it kind of an optical illusion. It looks kind of funny. I don't know. Just felt like mentioning that because I have nothing else to talk about for this. We're just fighting Racktail, who's basically Fractail. I don't know. Frankly, I don't think he's quite as awesome as Bonetail was. I think he was a much cooler boss, even though they are essentially the same concept. I mean, it's just a recolored and much stronger version of the first boss, but I don't know, I think Bonetail was just better executed. Mostly in that he was actually a challenge. With this, like I said over and over again now, it's just more of the same. No changes other than his durability.
I'm done. But you have not yet won. I am not the only monster created by the ancients. Greater terrors await you in the flopside pit of 100 trials.
Interesting. And of course he falls apart and magically has a skeleton. And single rackle. And now, what do we get for all of our trouble? Let us find out, shall we? Brrr! Oh. It's a pixel! Whoa, you defeated that monster of a dragon? Really? Crazy, that's crazy. You were able to clear those 99 other rooms. Boy, wow, just wow, seriously. I'm stunned, absolutely incredible. Here, for you. Clap, 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 clap. Wow. You don't seem sarcastic or anything. Right as that was, though, I gotta warn you. Stay on your toes for what's ahead. Listen up and listen good. You must treasure life. Got to, got to, got to! You've absolutely got to, absolutely, absolutely got to! God, this guy is weird. I mean, don't you think so? I'm sure you agree with me. Alright, done, gravy. Fate brought us here. Now, so I will lend you my power! And quite an interesting power it is. This speedy pixel named Dashel joined your party. Use Dashel's power and you'll be able to speed around at high speed, you don't say. Dash and shuffle and you'll be able to dodge the fiercest attacks. Gotta tell you, that's how I've survived many a battle. Yep, fleeing. It works. Trust in my power and you can run away to a more peaceful world. Oh boy, if you thought carry made you move fast, wait until you see this. Yeah, you run pretty goddamn fast. Even Bowser goes at a pretty decent speed. Whee! And you get a lot more jumping distance too from this. But anyway, we head down this pipe, and we're back outside. And so, on that note, I will see you guys next time when we take on the Flopside Pit of 100 Trials. I will see you guys then.